My boyfriend of 7 years refuses to marry me.
The men who want to be married are already married, and the ones that don't want to be married are the ones left behind.
Don't see any benefit from it. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage if
he don't love you unless he marries you, okay? He don't.
Men today are no longer getting married.
If by July 1st he's not proposed, I'm leaving. I'm finding someone who will and going to Ibiza with the girls.
Of course they don't, because now they're held accountable and now they can't just run away scot-free.
I don't want to marry anymore because the risk outweighs the benefits.
Why do you think guys no longer want to get married?
When the odds are stacked against you, the only way to win is to not play.
Some of y'all been calling me delusional, I call it manifestation. Speak it into existence, babe. Speak it loud and proud. He will be coming back. He will be asking me to be his girlfriend. He will be saying that he was in love with me since day one. He will be asking to marry me. He will. You know why? Because if there's a will, there's a way. His name was not Will, but there is a way. Listen, I just rewatched the video. My therapist needs to reply to my email. It's been a couple days. I'm unwell.
You need help.
If a guy is over 30 and he's not married, then there is something wrong with him, okay? According to Darwin, it's a natural selection. What about us? We are 30 and we are still not married. That's not the same for women. We're just being selective. That's different.
Not selective. I think leftover women. Number one cause of divorce in the world is marriage. I'm 25, and the fear of not being married by 30 is haunting me. I'm in crisis mode. Men age like wine, women like milk. Women are born with value, and men have to build value. Women is auntie after 30, and men are still boys. It is most definitely not them being selective. Those women who aren't married are the independent ones that don't need men. They're the ones who's out every Saturday partying their lives away. The story changes though once they reach 32. They start yelling, "Men don't want me," while ignoring all the good guys. They think they can settle down whenever they want, not knowing that they're in a competition with younger women.
All right, y'all. Question is, why are men saying no to marriage? Number one, perception of the loss of freedom. I pray that none of you guys choose a spouse that makes you feel like you have to lose yourself in order to be with them. Number two, fears about potential divorce. Number three, unwillingness to make the sacrifices that marriage requires. Number four, men today can get the benefits of a connection with a woman without commitment. Thank you, modern dating. Number five, there is not a lot of messaging about how marriage actually benefits men. Based on what we see in media, it seems like it's just a contractual agreement that benefits women. But we know there are some benefits, and there are some strong male voices in the men's space have and still advocate for marriage. Again, y'all, I know this ain't popular, but I do believe the enemy is at work in our marriages and in destroying families. And I don't want him to win.
Marriage was the worst thing that ever happened to me. The sacrifices I'd have to make in my life along with the cost and risk far outweigh any benefit derived from it. Never marry. I've seen enough miserable people to know it's not worth it. I loved being married. I hated being lied to, cheated on, stolen from, inappropriated, unsupported, and feeling alone in the marriage. Why enter into a contract where one party benefits greatly by breaking it? The enemy is most definitely at work, like she said. But the ones destroying their marriages are women. 70 to 80% of women file for divorce when things are going wrong in the relationship. Why not fix it if you truly love each other? These men's eyes have been opened, and they see marriage for what it is. A big one-sided scam that only benefits one person. The only way it seems to keep your sanity is to stay away from that. However, if you do plan on getting married, pick your partner carefully, or you will live the rest of your days regretting it.
I mean, what if I don't want to live the way you live?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
So sometimes guys say this is why fewer and fewer guys are getting married. Also, fewer and fewer women are getting married. There's fewer and fewer marriages. People not getting married when they don't really want to is great. That would be fewer divorces.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Don't get married.
You're free, man. You're free in the world, so don't get married, please. Forget about population. It will grow automatically. Don't get married. Don't lose your freedom and individuality. And your pride, man. You're a man. You're always wanted. I'll tell you. You're always wanted. But once you got it, you're jailed.
Rings truer even today. Marriage is a contract, and in some cases, a life sentence. The earlier you understand that, the better for you. The older generation of men in my family always told me this, and I listened. Even Buddha named his son Rahula Feta Ankle Shackles and ran away. As an equally old man, I affirm this opinion. I learned too late that marriage destroys men. Man had that answer locked and loaded, answered before the question was asked. This is coming from a man who has been married. As long as you work on yourself, fellas, you will always win. Always be desirable. These marriages are destroying men. The whole purpose was to come together and be one as a family, not to become a business to support women destroying their marriages. Even prenups in some cases don't even help. Be wise.
A lot of you women are like, but I want to get married. And y'all are like 22, 23. And y'all are trying to marry 25-year-olds. And what 25-year-old man do you know that rushes to the altar? They're still trying to have fun. And they don't get emotionally attached. They think of you as, oh, one of my girlfriends. Oh, you're going to be a girlfriend. You're going to be my girlfriend. Then I'm going to break up and go explore some new options and have some more girlfriends, okay?
A man truly loves you, he will solve your life problems. Not know, oh, that sucks. He will get up and he will say, what do you want? What do you need? How can we fix it?
This is 2023 in a nutshell, homies. I watched this and I wondered what bothered me about it. And then it hit me. There's too many people out here worried about what they're not getting. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it'd be great for a man to solve your life's problems when you're not busy pushing him away. Because the last time I checked, love is someone who makes you feel safe. Somebody who listens. They acknowledge healthy differences without trying to change you. Communication is healthy. They encourage you to do your own thing. Both people are making an effort and both people compromise. And last but definitely not least is mutual respect. Because if you think that a relationship is going to have love and thrive without respect, you're lying to yourself. So just remember, the next time you're talking about what he should do, what she should do, what they should do, a good relationship starts with you.
You can solve all her problems and she can still leave because she found that one small difference elsewhere. I don't know why people seem to think it's someone else's job to handle their problems. Energies should match, not be up to one person. They always talk about what a man should bring, but all they have is an attitude and bills. First of all, you should not be depending on nobody for your lifestyle. You should be looking to build together with that person. The only thing I notice these women bring to the table is even more bills and baggages. They're all looking for a problem solver to handle their bad decisions.
My boyfriend of 7 years refuses to marry me, so in every single book that I've written, the couple ends up getting married. And I end up calling my boyfriend the love interest's name while we're... Maybe he'll get the hint.
You need help.
How am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions?
I'll never forget the advice an older, wise woman gave me once. She said, sweetheart, always marry a man that loves you more than you love him. Something to think about.
Then he shouldn't marry you. This wise woman is not wise. This is called divorce. I wish you guys didn't get the man money after divorce. Wish. This is false. A lot of women ask for this kind of relationship, but in the end, they all leave. If you show her more affection, then she shows you. She will look down at you. She will not see a masculine man. She will see a man she can control and make him do whatever she wants. One of the guys in the comments said, I did that unfortunately did not work out for me. This may be just one example, but this happens to men all the time. You can love your woman all you want, but do not let your emotions for her give her power of you.
reason why young men especially are hesitant to get married is because for a lot of men, they don't see any benefit from it. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. If someday she could say, you know what, I'm not really feeling this anymore. I'm going to divorce you, but you're still going to be responsible for paying for me for the rest of your life.
Like I said, I'm pro prenup, and alimony is not gendered. It's literally a formula in most states. And so in a situation, I do think if a man wants to get married, you should think about this. You should think about this possibility. But I don't think that it's fair that a woman who has given up so much in order to be a homemaker shouldn't have any shouldn't have anything. She should just be left on the street.
I agree that if the husband told the wife to stay home and watch the kids, then she should be able to receive some financial support. But only if he told her to stay home and watch the kids, because she's probably given up her career to do that. So she should be compensated.
I've been with my boyfriend going on 8 years since school. We've had 2 homes. He's a pro footballer. I've had my own business for 4 years. We have dogs, an apartment in London. He won't marry me. It's my dream, like a deal breaked the same as wanting kids. Oh, it's like a deal breaker. So if you're not going to marry me, then this is it. Yeah, I want a marriage. If you don't want to either, I wouldn't have started my life with you, I'm thinking. I've set myself a promise that if by July 1st he's not proposed, I'm leaving. I'm finding someone who will and going to Ibiza with the girls. His season will have started by then, so he won't be able to propose abroad. And that's my dream. And that means waiting another year if he's not done it by July 1st. Some people get engaged after 8 fucking months. So why am I waiting 8 years?
She sounds immature. Some women are so desperate for marriage. He doesn't want her taking all his money when she wants a divorce. At the end of the day, a wedding is only for a girl. A guy ain't fussed one bit about it. Don't get married, guys. It's a scam. Men gain nothing from it besides a girl who thinks marriage will fix holes in the relationship. The reality is you can't force or bully us way into marriage. He probably doesn't want to marry you. Why do some women care so much about marriage to the point of ruining a perfectly fine relationship? Her relationship is going great after 8 years, so why is she in a rush to destroy it? But the guy is probably having second thoughts because of all the things that's going on with marriage today. A lot of these women want the wedding, but not the marriage. They always have a deadline to get things done, thinking the world revolves around them. There's a lot of risk in marriage for a man. Maybe he's thinking if taking the risk is truly worth it. Nobody wants to lose the things they've earned through hard work after all. Just like this woman says right here, they already have a marriage life, house, dogs. Men are logical thinkers. He probably doesn't see a reason to just get paperwork and a ring. We were together for 8 years since high school before he proposed. He wanted to wait until we could afford it. Every relationship is different.
If a guy really wants you, he will pursue you, and nothing will stop him from that. I don't care if you think it's his religion, his parents, his job, whatever. Stop it. Like that, none of that matters. If he loves you, if he values you and wants to make a life with you, he will go after you. That's how they're wired. Women try to complicate it. And we go, oh, it's complicated. It's got a lot of different things going on. No, women are complicated. Men are not in this area. And we've heard it from so many people, but I think we still need to hear it. We make excuses for it because we can't bear the thought that they didn't want us. But at the end of the day, it's much better to face the truth. And the truth is, they didn't want to commit to you enough because they didn't pursue you, and then you can let it go and move on.
You pursue or chase someone because they are running away from you. If she likes me, she will reciprocate my energy. No, we won't. You have to show us you want us as much as we want you. If we feel unwanted, then we will walk. Regardless, you have to make an effort. I am not pursuing any of them. It's not worth the pain and heartache. My peace is way more valuable. You should never chase a woman. Remember, they're the ones that wants the ring. If you approach a woman and she denies you, just keep moving forward onto the next. Going back will only fill up her ego. Remember, if she really likes you, she will not play games with you. She will make it known through her actions, and that's a woman to respect. All of these girls who's talking about pursuing and chasing are just adult children. They're only looking to play tag, and you do not want to be it.